tuning in to this particular live event. Um, Today, I want to share with you how companies can innovate during crisis. Now, recently, one particular business owner approached me and he said that, look, I've attended so many webinars and conferences, and they all talk about innovation, innovating and, moving to the next level. But he's asking me that I mean, no one's giving us the insights of how we can really innovate. And in my opinion, innovation is one of the most powerful and most important aspects of your company growth, of your departmental growth as well. So I just want to share with you some insights which will help you to innovate. It doesn't matter where you are, but it will help you to innovate. And please share your comments. I can see your comments. Just let us know where you are from. And I hope you find this insightful, because I want to share this very critical and important topic about how you can innovate. So first and foremost is, let me just share with you the opportunity. Now, what is common with Airbnb and Uber, for example? They both started around the 2008 2009 time, when there was this financial meltdown, as you know, the global financial crisis which took place. And here's the thing, that is when some of these you know high level branded companies right now emerged. That is when the ideas came up. And what is innovation? Innovation is about coming up with new ideas. Innovation is moving from transactional thinking to transformational thinking. So this is key and critical. It's about stepping up the game and moving to the next level. Now, you might be saying that we know about this particular issue, but here's the thing, is that knowing sometimes does not lead to the right execution. And I want to share with you the structure, the steps, the format which will help you to innovate. There are many others, but I just want to give you a broad brush insight of how you can innovate. But before I do that, I want to start with the challenges, what the challenges are when it comes to innovation. The first is business as usual. BAU stands for business as usual. What do I mean by BAU? Business as usual. And I'll give you an example. Before COVID, there was this big conference that I attended, and what happened is there were some directors sitting with me, and the speaker was giving some insights. And here's what they said: is that we know about this. There's nothing new about it. But this is where the problem is the openness and having those receptors to absorb those insights and see what you can really improve at the end of the day. It's a game of excellence. It's about moving to the next level, whether it's a department, whether it's a company, whatever it is. Leadership is about stepping up the game. So it's about having that openness. Another example of BAU, which I would like to give you, is basically, one particular company. There was this one particular company where, I went, and the managing director told me that, look, Vijay, we are happy with our results. When I asked him about innovation, he's saying we are happy with what we are doing, and we are happy with the results. But the results were slipping. Basically, they were not really going to the next level. They were basically slipping. So my point here is that you must make sure that you have the right insights, and you have that mindset as well, the 80% mindset of growth, of growing, of moving to the next level. That is what it's all about. So it's very important to step up the game there. Secondly, it's about the culture. Now, in many instances, the culture is, obviously, it's a straightforward thing, that the culture itself is one where it's about only the measures. It's only about taking up the measures. You know, I went into one particular company. It was all performance based. It's about the targets which they were set. And what does that really imply? That means that there is suppressed thinking. at the end of the day. There's a suppression in the mindset of others to really share ideas. And this is a key component why companies fail to innovate, or rather struggle to even have the cash flows they would desire to have or aspire to have that vision and translate that vision into reality. The third key problem is short termism. Now, again, that short term pressure of having those cash flows, of making sure that you have those profit margins, making sure that you have that market reach as well, and you have those revenues as well, ensuring that it's those struggles taking place. And it's very short term thinking. Even the choices being made are based on short term thinking, and this can be detrimental to the growth of your organization. So now I want to shift gears and give you some insights of what you can do to move to the next level, and how you can really step up the game and innovate. So the first and foremost is brainstorming. Now, depending on the size and complexity of your organization, what I propose is every 4 weeks, have a macro perspective. 2 hour breakout session, again depends the size of your organization, but a 2 hour breakout session just on a retreat and brainstorm on your products, brainstorm on your services, brainstorm on the operational pipeline, brainstorm on your leadership as well, and the long term connectivity. If you can do that, that is the first stage of transformation that you will see. And we have witnessed this. One particular company, we have grown almost, the net profits have grown threefold in the last 9 months. And this is the sort of structure that we developed. So I would press upon you to look into that particular brainstorming session. The second set of brainstorming is to empower your team, empower your people out there, your staff, to contribute to the ideas. And my dear friends, some of the humble of the lot, whoever your team members are, you might get the best of the ideas from there. I have picked up insights from some of those, frontline workers as well. So it's not only about the leaders, it's not only about the movers and shakers alone that you would learn from. It's very important to also pick up insights and cues from the others as well in the organization itself. So have that come up with that culture where others are encouraged to brainstorm and come up with ideas as well. Have a suggestion box, have an idea suggestion box or something that will empower them to share ideas to the growth of your organization. The second point I want to raise is Alsatian. Have you observed an Alsatian dog? And here's the thing, you'll note that an Alsatian is very alert and very instant. When an Alsatian dog hears a noise, the Alsatian dog will straight away be very alert and safeguard the surroundings. Similarly, you need to be extra alert to find out what is relevant internally as well as externally. What is happening? What are the customer and client behaviors? How can you really improve there? What is it that you can do to unfold a new level of uh, offering of your products or services? It could be productization, it could be some different form of products or services that you provide. So you need to be extra alert. So here's what you really need to do is have that focus in place. Rather than the distractions and the dilution of your focus, make sure that you are laser focused, and making sure that you are very sort of fully immersed into what's happening internally and externally. And this is what I normally tell the CEOs and executives that I coach. And I always tell them that, look, take 10 minutes a day and just be in your organization, wherever you are. Just try picking up signals, what's really happening. You will sense exactly what's going on and what's not going on. Your level of confidence will go up, your level of certainty will go up, and you'll be able to make better decisions as well. So it's very important to be as alert as an Alsatian dog. Now, moving forward 20-fold. What do I mean by 20-fold? There was one company which we grew to 20-fold, 20 times. And there were three aspects which really mattered. The first was clarity in expectation. So if you come up with an idea, an innovative idea, rather a product you want to test or whatever it is that you want to do, you need to make sure you are completely clear as to what you expect. That is very important, and this is the missing link. Secondly, you need to make sure you hold somebody accountable. Who is accountable for whatever the outcome is? So you need to make sure that you hold one person or group accountable for the actions or inactions. And the third, which is very important, is meaningful interpretation. Whatever the outcome is going to give you more answers as to what you really need to do. It is going to give you more insights as to where you need to make those tweaks, where you need to alter, where you need to course correct, what else you really need to do. So you need to really make sure that you work towards that particular aspect of uh, meaningful interpretation. That is where the magic is, that is where the power is, because then you'll be able to reset your expectations to another level, and you can validate whether a new product line or a new service line is worth to add in more resources to leverage it further so that you can grow. This is another key component which you need to work out as part of the innovative process. And finally, uh, I want to share with you this one, bite size. What do I mean by bite size? Take bite size risks. So have a contingency. It could be a small contingency, or it could be a sinking fund where you have for your research and development, or for idea generation, whatever it is. But you have to make sure that you maintain control, and it should not really hurt your organization. You need to validate an idea, you need to validate whether the product or service is going to really succeed in the market or not. So in order to do that, make sure you take bite-sized risks rather than going full out. Take bite-sized risks, test, make sure that you test the waters, make sure that you understand what is happening before you go full out. Because once you really do that, you'll be able to add more traction, and you will see how that is going to impact the growth moving forward. And finally, the last point I want to share with you is leadership. My dear friends, everything is to do with leadership. It starts with leadership, because leadership is about impact and influence. Leadership is about having the right level of energy. Leadership is about having that collegiality in place as well, that bond, that uniform thinking as well, collective intentions as well, and making sure that everybody is ignited. So it all starts with that leadership and making sure that your team is completely fused up, it's completely aligned to your goals, to the values, whatever it is that you are doing. Because that is where the magic is, that is where the impact is when it comes to innovation. So I hope you picked some insights out of this particular innovative insights which I've shared. There are many others as well, like I mentioned, but I just wanted to give you a broad brush so that you get a better picture of how you can innovate. In the next event, I'll be sharing more insights of how you can grow as a leader and even have the ability of scaling up your business. By the way, if you have any questions, you can message me directly on LinkedIn. If you're not connected with me on LinkedIn, I suggest you connect with me on LinkedIn, and follow me on YouTube as well. This has been played on YouTube as well. So you can what I propose is, if you have any questions, if there are any pain points, then I'm here to help, and I would be more than happy to help you moving forward. Thank you very much. Bye for now.